What's up, guys? Nick Rapazzi here. Welcome to the Paradise C6 YouTube channel. Today we're going to be working on the Corvette again. We're going to get the downpipe made. I'm going to try to get the downpipe and the wastegate. We're going to do a recert right into here. So basically we're just going to 90 right into the downpipe. And we have 3.5 inch the J-pipe and the straight. We are going to go right down in through here where these O2 sensors are chilling. And I'm gonna have to oval out the pipe a little bit to get it through here. So I didn't go and buy oval pipe because I did a little research on this stuff, and it's no different than just taking this pipe and putting it in a vise. And I don't need that crazy of an oval. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it fit the way I need it to, and then bring it down. And I might have to actually cut this and put a V-band in somewhere, because when I oval this out and I try to go back to straight, it's really not going to want to come back out of here. So we're going to end up getting a V-band, but I'm going to build it, make it kind of permanent the way it's going to sit in there. And then once we get the V-band in, we'll cut it and make it so it's serviceable and we can get it in and out of the car. So that's the game plan for today. Get the downpipe in, get it connected. And I might have to run out and go get the, I want to say this is 1.5 inch pipe coming off the wastegate right here for the pipe that's coming here. But I'll take a measurement and then we'll just run to Advance or something and see if they have stainless there. I'm not gonna, because all this stuff is stainless, so I don't want to mix the two with like aluminized steel. So if they don't have it, I'll end up ordering it, and I might just do that now because I think I can get it on Amazon and get it like next day here. So nothing crazy, nothing special or anything going on. Once that's done, then we can get this thing up to temp and see if there's any leaks in any of the welds that we did, and then get these headers wrapped tomorrow-ish. So let's get to it, and let me get some things set up, and then I'll check in with you guys when we have our first measurement and cut here. All right, guys, so I cut this in half just to make it easier to work with. But so I have this in here just like this, and I have this marked off where I need to cut it. So this is gonna go perfectly down into the space that we need it to. It's still gonna have to get pinched a little bit, but we'll have our angle, and I made this line right here because that's how much I have to cut off to get this to fit on here. So let's cut this off, get this fitted, see if everything lines up, and then we'll start on the rest of the pipe. Alright guys, so we did a little bit of a change of plan. So I noticed when I was down here that this connector right here that connects these two frames, it's hollow on the inside, so I was able to bash it in a little bit. So what I did is I cut a line in it, bashed it in, and pushed it out of the way. This way it gave me the clearance I need to get the exhaust through. And then once I take all this off to heat wrap everything and make sure everything's all right, what I'll do is I'll cut that piece out and I'll weld a plate in just to give it the rigidity that it needs. But that space, moving that, pretty much makes it so I don't have to oval out the pipe, and it'll make this one piece serviceable. So I kind of won't really need the V-band. But let me get this piece on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start welding this in. So I know what angle this needs to be, and it's pretty much perfect the way it sits. So I'm gonna get this welded on, just tack welded onto the V-band, and then we'll start making the lower portion of this and then get this thing started. So I'm gonna throw you guys into a time lapse. I got the welder set up, and let's get this thing tacked up. All right guys, so I don't know if you guys can see this all too well because I'm doing this pretty much by myself with both hands with the exhaust in, but I guess you guys can kind of see it. But I have this pipe coming down. It does need to get like an angled space cut up top that needs to be about 1 inch longer up there. which I kind of planned for. Just cut this to be a little bit smaller, just to be easier to work with. Let me see if I can show you guys where this other pipe's gonna go. So then we have, let's see, you guys should be able to see right there. We have this pipe that I semi-flattened right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but right there it's semi-flattened. So it'll fit right here just like this and still clear everything. So I just got to put like a 45 right in between there and then create the Y pipe that's coming off over here. So it's kind of hard with me doing this by myself, and Ian said he'll be coming over tomorrow. So what I'll do is I'll leave these pieces right here just chilling, and then when I have him here and he can measure the exact part that I need up there, then we'll finalize everything with the downpipe. But there's not really much I can do with this by myself, and I want this to fit as perfect as possible, and having a second hand to help me fit this will make this work so much easier. So I think I'm gonna end it there for now, and we'll check in with you guys tomorrow and wait for Ian to get here. So we'll end it there, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right guys, so I'm waiting on Ian to get here, and while I'm doing that, I'm making the Y pipe for underneath that's gonna connect to the stock exhaust that I have in there. So I'm welding to these 3 inches together, and then I'm gonna cut out the hole and basically just insert this in there, and that's basically how I'm making my Y pipe. I'm also gonna cut these at an angle and put them straight so they can go right into the muffler, because that's not the right angle that it needs to be. So I'm gonna put these angles on and then put some straights, and it's basically how I'm making a homemade Y90 that goes 3.5 to 3 inch. I couldn't find one online, and they have like 4, and I could do some like reducer stuff, but it just, nothing really worked out the way I needed it to. So custom making is the best way. So I'm gonna finish welding this up, and then hopefully Ian will be here in the next like 10 minutes, and then we'll start getting the downpipe finished up. All right guys, so we're on the next day here. I did show you guys that we had the downpipe. Just want to show you guys again. So it's coming off right here, and we got to cut these shorter to get the Y pipe in and then connect the two. So we have enough pipe to do everything. We just got to get this shorter and get this pipe coming out centered where it needs to be, and then we'll be good to go to hear a sound clip of this thing before we drop the fuel tank to do the fuel system. So we're gonna cut this off, throw you guys into a time lapse, and get this all welded up. All right guys, so we have all the Y pipe stuff cut out, ready to do that. James is cutting or welding up the X pipe that we cut down. I think I took roughly about a foot out of it just to move it back so we can get the down pipe in right. And the down pipe like barely comes out right. I think eventually I'm gonna have to put a V-band clamp in between it somewhere just because of the tight clearances. And I think possibly after I clearance this out right here where I cut down and make that a little bit cleaner, it might actually come in and out a little bit better. But thankfully we're not gonna be pulling this out a whole lot hopefully. But there's the down pipe with the little bend in it so it fits under the crossover, and we're getting it all welded up and fitted in. So hopefully in the next like 10 minutes we'll have everything ready to go, and we'll do a fire up with the full exhaust on it. But let me put you guys down and we'll do a time lapse when we're actually putting this thing in. All right guys, so we finally have the down pipe fully welded up. It's not the prettiest thing on the planet, but it's in there. We were having trouble when we put this flange on and trying to tighten it up with the actual down pipe. As you can see, James is under there welding it now, but it comes down and then it has to shoot back up. And we were like a 1/4 inch off towards this side, towards the camera itself. And we just ended up cutting it, putting in a new piece of pipe so it lined up perfectly. Because before the basically like axle back was touching the passenger side of the trans tunnel wall. And I don't want this thing vibrating all over the place when we're going down the street. So we just cut weld it, fix that. Once that's done, we're gonna do a fire up clip and downpipe exhaust is done. So give us like 5 more minutes here and we'll get this thing all set up. All right guys, everything is mounted up. Everything's bolted down, ready to fire this thing up. Hopefully don't have to jump start it like yesterday and see what happens. All right, guys, so that's it. Full exhaust is done. The only thing left for exhaust side is to get the tile wastegate plumbed into the downpipe, and we'll have recirculating wastegate on that, and then the exhaust side is done. Everything's bolted up. Nothing looks crazy. The only thing we did have on that side was 2 loose header bolts, and we're getting a tick, but tightened those and everything went away. Everything's in, and you'll notice that these back ones are a little uneven. It's just we got to go in and adjust it and then tighten down the V-band clamp, and then those will be perfectly fine after that. So that's it for today. We're gonna probably tackle the fuel system next and get the tanks dropped, and then get the cold side done, and then we're pretty much done with everything. I was noticing when I was trying to mat the gas with this on that it wasn't doing anything, and I'm pretty sure it's because the O2 sensors weren't in and they're not reading anything. So I'm gonna get those plumbed in. I just got to get some bungs and then weld those in, and we'll be done with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The turbo build's coming along fairly quick. I say we probably got another 2 weeks and everything will be done, and we'll have this thing back on the road and get ready for a tune again. So hope you guys are having a good week. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you got any questions on what we've done all day today, just drop some comments below, and I'll answer anything you guys got. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.